Hello dear audience, and welcome back to another trailer review with these people. As usual, you're gonna be watching it. We hope you enjoy. And for you today, we have the trailer for Ghost of Yotei.
Yōtei?
Is that how you pronounce it?
I'm not sure, just
Yōtei.
correct me with a voice message to Couch Patrol Instagram and tell us how it's pronounced, because I am just bilingual, okay?
Yeah. This is a special one. How many of you have played the original?
Oh, I have.
I have not, I've just seen
You've played a bit.
I've played like 20 minutes, something like this, but mostly I've seen you play it. So.
I've seen you play it a lot.
I
So
only
obvious fans here.
Yeah, but I only have one complaint. Not enough blood and gore in that game.
Really?
I mean, for a samurai game, we know how old samurai movies were over the top with, gashing blood and cutting arms off.
Considering it had a Kurosawa mod, I would agree.
Yeah, but actually, didn't it have setting for the blood and stuff?
Yeah, but the only thing you could do is if there's any blood at all, and I think if you were in your rage mode, you could cut off their head and hand. That was basically it. But when you have samurais with swords, you gotta add the whole slashing them apart. Just
I mean, the biggest artist from an art standpoint, the biggest artistic thing was the particles. You know how the leaves would fly and stuff. So I would agree if they added something similar for the blood. It might have been very artistically cool in the battles. So
in the old-fashioned
samurai. in that regard, I agree. It's not gore for the sake of gore, but when it can fit compared to films from back in the day, Japanese films, mind you. Yeah, I would agree. Anyway, shall we do it?
We shall.
All right, let's. Okay, let's do it. Black and white.
Oh. No need.
We are beyond the edge of Japan.
Strong wind.
People come to disappear.
Also, it's a mount.
And it's much further in the timeline compared to the other one.
But you are hunting. And now, every rōnin here is after you. Still think you're the hunter.
Was there a woman?
I couldn't see from the mask.
Just the eye.
Yeah, it looked like.
I think she is a woman.
Yeah, I think that's a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Stunning.
I get more Western vibes with this music
Yeah, it's
than
kind of
Japanese.
mixed up.
Yeah.
I suppose this is in-game.
Yeah, it's all in game.
Fucking gorgeous.
And it's
That's
all
amazing.
around the world.
You think?
It's-
I
Well-
don't think so.
We saw some places like we saw the Northern Lights.
Wait.
The guiding ring.
The guiding ring, yeah.
The strong wind.
Two swords.
Interesting. The wield. And the musical instrument on the back. I like it. Nice touch.
Nice.
Coming next year.
Wow. So
PlayStation.
Well, so far, it's good to see a female protagonist if it's done right.
mhm.
I don't know the story of the previous game, so you can say, did you see any familiarities?
I don't think they're connected.
No, I don't think they're connected at all because it's like 400 years after the previous one.
Yes, I would say so.
Like what? Like 400.
Do it again.
I don't think they're connected because it's like 400 years after the previous one.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a long time.
I think so, yeah.
If it is connected, it's gonna be some distant relationships.
No,
Yeah. No.
She doesn't look royal like royalty.
Yeah, it seems like it's more connected to like the rōnin.
Yeah.
And that whole-
I'm not sure how they're gonna. I mean, why she wanted. We don't know why all of the Ronin want her. What is the grand picture of things? Because in the first game we know that
the Mongols, yeah.
are attacking, and that's the whole idea, to free the.
Yeah, the 3D island, and this is much deeper in like the very first slam was. It's much deeper in
Yeah, and
Japan.
and the map was huge, if you remember. You had
Mhm.
You had a lot of
lo-
biomes.
Yeah.
And this and Tsushima is relatively like it's not a. It's not a small island, but it's not one of the bigger islands. I'm not sure how big this place is. in
I know what I'm
comparison.
gonna be doing. I'm gonna be climbing on top of Mount Yōtei.
Yeah.
Jumping.
But let's get into the thing that I think every YouTuber is for somehow mentioning, and just the whole. It's even like they're trying to spark a controversy with the female character. So what do you think about the female character?
I don't think I don't see a problem with the female
Yeah, I
character.
don't
Yeah.
think it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah, we know. You don't worry.
Well, sure about you.
We'll see how it's written.
It matters how it's written because in Japan, based on like stuff I've read, it's not like unheard of for women to be assassins and even
ninjas.
ninjas. So that it's not unheard of at all. So it's not like the other game where they're literally rewriting history in order to fit an agenda. That other game, but in this one,
well,
it seems okay.
maybe they'll finally show people how a female character should be written,
Yes.
and not fitting an agenda. Just
Mm-hmm.
how you have Lara Croft
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
and
games.
Bayonetta
Mm-hmm.
and Blood Rain.
Mm-hmm.
And
Even like in the previous iteration, like in the previous game of Ghost, they got Yuna, the girl
yes.
that saves her, saves Jin, and she's a pretty strong female character, and nobody complained then. I mean, one of my all-time favorite characters that I actually think from a video game that I actually think works better as a woman than a man, if it was like a series, is actually Female Shepherd. I really like Female Shepherd from Mass Effect.
oh yeah, I never did play as female shepherd.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, I understand like most men want to play as men when they're in a video game and they have the choice. But I know for a fact because I've played it, is Female Shep is amazing.
And World of Warcraft has a lot of strong female characters. That
Yes,
are really
that's
well
right.
written.
I think like the big problem and that a lot of people are latching on to in regards to this character is that the actor that plays the character, the voice actor, is apparently woke. But the actor is woke. That doesn't mean the writers are woke. There's a difference between the voice and who's writing.
Yes.
Stuff on the
Yeah, he
page.
has to
So-
say the things that are
Sort of
written.
like
Yeah.
the Amazon and Warhammer series
Yes.
controversy,
Yeah.
where we have the writer who is woke
Mhm.
and is pushing an agenda and is literally making everyone in GameStop and they're twisting their hands.
Yeah, and then you have Henry, who kind of the opposite. There,
Yeah.
the actor is the one that's
Not woke.
Not
but
woke.
you know, we all love Henry.
yeah.
Henry.
Henry.
Alright.
So yeah, but other than that, like the graphics, they look amazing. But so did Ghost of Tsushima though. Like,
yeah.
I'm not sure how big of a step up. I'm sure there is some step up. Overall, I don't think this generation is a giant leap graphically. To be honest, to be completely fair.
Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry for interrupting, but as far as I remember from what I saw in the first game, it was a bit like it had a darker vibe in a way. This one looks more bright to me.
It depends because Tsushima was very big, as we mentioned earlier, and there were regions which were very beautiful and like
And
very
especially
similar to this.
after you free them from the Mongols.
Yeah.
And what do you think about that that we saw the Northern Lights?
Did
No,
I actually see that?
No, I don't
Yeah.
think it. No, I'm not. It's not the. It's only in Japan. I guarantee it's only.
But
It has to be. It has to be around this particular
I don't
island.
think we can see the Northern Lights in Japan. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the
Recent
first
years.
time Chris showed me the first game, I was like, "Whoa, this is so beautiful." He showed me the meadows with all of these flowers.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
But
very
did
beautiful.
he go like
I went
deep
exploring a
into
bit.
the lore or the story, or
No,
you just
no.
saw the
No,
visuals?
no.
No,
The
it
visuals.
has a very nice story. It was very well written.
Yeah, but you get used to, you know, they made the grass a
Mhm.
thing, but you get used to it really quickly.
Yeah,
And within like an hour, you're already seen,
Yeah.
you know. But it's still a good game, even though I use the, basically the armor that makes you unkillable. I
Yeah.
was like walking around just picking fights with random dudes.
Yeah.
Although, you did have some freedom of choice, sort of, in the
There
game.
was some, yeah.
But I think it would be an interesting.
That's a thing. Like, that's a good point, because 400 years in the future, we had rifles now.
Yes.
You had like so many new weapons that you can use, and she has 2 katanas.
Yeah, she's most likely gonna have a gun as well at some point.
Yeah, I
Probably
mean,
you
yeah,
need
yeah,
to
they-
upgrade
they
it or learn it through the quests how to use it. But what I want to see here is more of an open ending that based on your choices during the game you would get different endings. I mean, it's not a new thing, but it's always nice because it sort of provides replayability.
I want to check. So yeah, I just looked it up. This is basically in the same year that the recent Shogun was in. It's basically the same year. So knowing this time period is actually one of based on my knowledge again, one of the more interesting parts of Japanese history.
Yes, but it's in the beginning, and
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
in
think
the
we're
beginning.
gonna be in mainland Japan.
Yeah, but it's still like I imagine the politics would reflect it to some degree.
I'm not sure they're gonna go that deep into politics. I think they're just gonna, keep it to the story and sort of the environment around would be subtly
Yeah, maybe.
influenced
And
by.
it's interesting because unlike the other game, this is more internal. It's gonna be just Japanese, no Mongols, no outsider
Yeah,
threat.
you're gonna be fighting. I just hope they don't. They've added new enemy types because I would hate to see this game being milked like most Ubisoft games with just a reskin of the enemies.
Yeah.
And having them basically being the same type. Heavy, quick, normal, armored.
Yeah, I mean there was like the spear guy, the whatever,
Yeah.
the big guy.
I see. I think I did see one of those. The sickle with the chain.
Yeah.
That's a new weapon.
Yeah, that's
but
it. And the gun in the very
and
end.
then the gun. But I guess the gun is gonna replace the archers that were quite annoying.
Maybe. But yeah, overall, the final thing I want to say here is that I know that Sony is planning to make Ghost of like a series, and like not only restricted to games, but there will be a movie that's directed by the John Wick director.
Also, we're gonna be seeing some cool.
And so some very cool,
choreographic.
very cool action scenes are coming there for sure. And also perhaps a series is in the works. That's as far as I
Oh,
know.
that's a lot of things.
Yeah, it's I mean, kudos because Japan is one place that I would agree, like historically, to have more stuff, just explaining different parts of the of their history would be
Yeah.
interesting.
But I would also sort of at some point would like to see a game that takes you to the
To the mainland.
to the revolutionary
Ooh.
era of
Ooh.
Bulgaria.
Yeah,
See, it's
actually.
dude.
Fun fact: there was once a Japanese samurai that ended up here in our country fighting for our freedom. So, fun fact, that is true. I may link it. He was a very interesting person, and if we ever get that, that'd be pretty.
Bulgarian samurai or something.
No, he was Japanese. He wasn't.
No, he was Japanese. He fought in Japan,
was in Bulgaria.
and he came here and fought the Ottoman Empire along the Russian.
Baron Seigu Yamazawa.
You killed it.
Yamazawa.
Yamazawa.
Seigu
We can't
Yam-
pronounce it, but I'll link it. I'll show it
Yeah.
here on screen.
There's actually there's a thread where people would post like their own photography wherever they've been and stuff. And I saw some people actually were in I don't know, there is a plaque with the guy's face and his story and the years, and he has a sort of a memorial of him. And
And this guy that I mentioned, his katana is still here. Yeah, it's a relic. It's in the museum.
I mean, imagine Ghost of Bulgaria.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
But it's probably never gonna happen. Guys.
Ghost of the
We're just joking around here. Obviously,
Ghost of
if it's
Balkan
if it's ghost of something, if it's gonna be about the Japanese, it's just stick to Japan. So we're just messing around, not take it seriously. But yeah, I think that's about it. Do any of you have anything?
No, I'm excited to see this game. I'm probably gonna forget about it for the next 4 months, and
Yeah.
then when a newer trailer comes, and
Yeah. Hopefully we are correct and it's not woke. Just the actor being woke does not mean anything. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think about the game. Do you think it's woke? Do you think it's not woke like we do? Based on this trailer at least. Yeah, let us know what you think.
And don't forget to hit the bell.
Yeah, don't forget the bell.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.